Hello and welcome to a new LP. This is The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. Full disclaimer before we get started here, this is not going to be a completely blind run, because I have played the first chapter of this game several times in the past, actually. I love pretty much everything that I've seen about this game, but for whatever reason life just keeps getting in the way. I get to the second chapter somewhere and then I end up feeling like I have to start from the beginning again because I've taken such a long break from this series, from the game. And when I say second chapter, I mean second chapter of this game, not Trails in the Sky second chapter, which I think is the sequel, which I have no experience with. But anyway, so yes, this is going to be a run-through of The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. So let's get into it. Okay, difficulty. When it comes to JRPGs, I generally don't find difficulty to actually be that interesting. Usually it just means grind more, since a lot of the time it's all balanced around your stats anyway. There is some trickier tactical stuff you can kind of do, but generally I'm not going to fuss about it too much. I'm just going to go with the normal. Hope this music isn't too loud. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty, and jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, we're establishing that I am a tomboy character, I guess, at this point. What's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? Alright. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Well, good to know that Dad's looking out for us. What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Wait, she thought that she was getting a dead boy as a present? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. Well, I guess. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Okay, so he's clearly a foreigner of some sort. Guessing that's what they're... Otherwise they wouldn't be making a deal out of it. That's nice and all. How about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mummy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scheherazade, I assume. Yep, that's right. Well, way to rat Scheherazade out there, Estelle. Oh, for heaven's sake. That girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Alright, so we got the dark brooding character here. Why? That's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. You have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Oh. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. Just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it... Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub... Ow. Ow. Okay. Quit yelling! Alright already. But you jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just gonna make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name! You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like a logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Oh, I think we got an intro here, so I'm just gonna be quiet and let this play. Wow, okay, that was quite the intro. I only recognized 4 characters from that intro, so it probably shouldn't take us too long to get into blind territory. And we've already met 3 of those characters, so well on our way there. It's so bright in here. Not a morning person, I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. Oh, I understand. When you got chores to do, you want to stay in bed, but when it's not your turn to do the chores, then you can get up. I feel ya. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Oh, I guess we got his name now. Ah, guess that's a no. Yeah, we did see him with that harmonica. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then, too. Showing off some 3D artwork here. I do remember rotating the camera is something you can do in this game, so it's kind of neat not playing a... If you're playing a 3D game, it'll be a little bit different. I do love the sprite work here and how expressive they all are, yeah. Well, I guess these aren't really sprites, these would be models, since it is 3D. So the model work, the modeling, I don't know. Good modeling. Nice, Joshua. Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. How would you even pronounce that? How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. So I guess Mom's not around very much then. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise, too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Right, so Joshua seems to have settled in nicely as part of the family. It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. Yay, tutorial land. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore, either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. I don't know, I think they're getting along fairly well, Joshua. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? We're hitting all kinds of anime stereotypes here, but that's alright. Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. Totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. Twinkle. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? I don't know, she seems kinda like what little we've seen of your personality so far. Oh, yeah, right. Ah, you're the one who raised me, so I definitely got it from you. And again, looks like Mom's not really in the picture, so I guess that betrayal comment about the illegitimate child was Estelle not wanting her dad to find a new partner, I guess. But I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Chair's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about run-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? Doesn't sound bad. What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of a reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual, fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make it edible. Or to make something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. I'm supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it, one copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. I received 500 Mira, I guess that's the currency we'll be dealing with. So are there any of these JRPG type games in which the female character is actually good at cooking? Like, that just seems to be a running trope throughout the entire genre at this point. I don't know, so many games I've seen where it's like a running joke that the girls can't cook. I'm just wondering, do they actually have girls that can cook in any of these? Anyway. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Well, hopefully a newspaper or journal or whatever it was won't cost us 500 currency units. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Charizard my regards. Okay, we've made it to a menu. That means... Okay, that's better. No! Okay. Oh, that was something. So I guess we can see what our menu options have here. Status, okay, so we have Estelle and Joshua. So we've got a staff and a leather vest. Twin dirks and a leather vest. Okay. So staff and double dagger. Same level. Dual strike and sever is his abilities. Morale and pummel is hers. Okay. Equipment, we're not going to have anything at this point, I don't think. Orbment. Right, can't do anything with that yet. Liberal Kingdom map. Okay, Liberal and Roland. This makes me wonder if it was Assuming these are the same names that they did in the Japanese, did somebody just try to deliberately pick things that would be difficult for Japanese speakers to pronounce? Leave the RL combination there. Sounds more exotic that way, I guess. Okay. Tactics. Okay, we can do some stuff here. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Okay. Can we... Oh, okay. Hitting the Z button because I'm used to that being the action button in these kinds of games, but it looks like that's actually a camera rotate button. That's going to get me into trouble. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. It's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. How about yourself? Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Verizard is waiting, right? Okay, it's like we've exhausted the conversation with Cassius. So I assume if I can interact with something, I'll get a little pop-up. Maybe I shouldn't be assuming that. Alright. We've made it outside. Yeah, so now I can rotate. Looks like 8 angles. The mini-map doesn't rotate. Yeah. Would I like to have it just set the same as the minimap? Probably. Yeah. That seems... Well, slightly offset's fine too. Alright, we have a... Ah, okay, yeah. So we can interact with something, we get a pop-up. No, we're not gonna rest. It's fine. So I'll stop spamming the enter key on things. I think, yeah. If we can interact, we get that. Alright, this is where we were at the start. Alright, well, that was a 20-minute introduction. Let's get into the actual gameplay. Also, is there a run option? In fact, if I go under options, can I see... I would like to see like an option for... Okay, I think I'm just going to be rotating the camera as I go around. Just have to get used to it. There's a standing log for staff practice. Alright, we can leave the map. The Elise Highway. Alright, I can be... Yeah, and I guess I can use the arrow on the mini-map to determine whether or not I'm facing the right way. Roland is there, Green Gate is south, okay. So let's keep our... we can explore later, but let's go and do the thing that we're tasked to do for now. Get into town. City of Roland. And this means talk to everybody. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Right, go to the Bracer Guild at the very end of all this, because we have to talk to everybody first. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were here just a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. Wonder where Luke and Pat went. Do anything with the sewer. Alright. Oh. Just walk into doors. One thing that this series was particularly recommended to me for originally was based on the... that was a sentence. Based on lore and world building, so I'm going to be trying to engage with that as much as I possibly can, because I've heard that that's where this series really shines. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. Okay. Talk to the priest. Father Divine. Well, that's a good name for a priest, I suppose. Or maybe that's just his title. It has been a while since I saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So have you changed your attitude on life since you graduated? A bit, I guess. Looks like there's a little time before morning mass begins, so how about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown into the mix here? Okay. Nothing else to say. Hello? Sister May? It's almost time for Mass. Mylene is already here, so I'd best hurry along. I will be checking times. Since we are in a building, yeah, there's no camera rotation inside buildings. Or dungeons, maybe? I don't know. It might just be field maps that you're allowed to do that. Oh, that's not a door. Looked like an exit. Okay. Oh, right, and then the camera angle changes, I think, every time you leave a building. That's something I'm gonna have to get used to as well. Okay, the mayor's residence. Oh, can't step on his flowers. Doesn't appear to be any loose treasure chests anywhere. Be nice. Wouldn't mind some free treasure, but I can't sit on the bench. Okay, well, I guess we'll go. Whoops. Go in here. I'm so busy. This mansion is quite big. About the surveying, cleaning, and washing to do. Mornings are so busy for a maid. Today's objective? Finish the cleaning before the missus returns from the chapel. Oh, I wonder if that's the lady that we saw there. Alright, can we go in here? We can. Those apples look a little bit less detailed than the wine. Oh, priorities, right? Gotta save the budget for the good stuff. Okay, so I guess this is going to be a door then. Yeah. Nope, can't interact with that. We can talk to you. Mayor Kloss. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Mayor Kloss. Good morning. I've been hearing great things about the both of you. So you're undergoing bracer training, are you? Having such youngsters sign up all by themselves to become bracers and protect everyone is inspiring. I expect great things out of you. We'll do our best. Okay. Problem. We got the second bit of dialogue when we talked to Cassius, Dad, at the very beginning. Oh, can't interact with the safe. Probably for the best. So now I have to talk to everybody twice just to make sure I'm not missing any dialogue. Probably nothing we can do in here. Go up the ladder? No, it's just a spare ladder leaning against the wall, I guess. It doesn't lead anywhere. I got an attic full of books. It's not a bad thing to store in an attic, I suppose. Well, Depending on the climate, might not be the best thing for the books, maybe, but... Yeah, okay. Hotel Roland. Oh, some kids running around. Got... bathtub. Here. Hello. Vern, welcome to the Hotel Roland. Are you here to spend the night? Vern, it's us, don't you remember? I know, I was just joking, Estelle. I was practicing my greeting just now. Because, that's a thing people do, I guess? Oh, really? Did you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while being courteous at the same time? It's probably because he can. Ah. You know, Estelle, if you pass your exam, you'll be the second female bracer here in Roland after Scheherazade. Oh, and good luck to you too, Joshua. Okay. So, merchants have a different option. Oh, we can trade Sepith here, I guess. Can we go back here? Linen room. Okay, it's probably not that exciting. We didn't really come here to do laundry anyway. Oh, looks like another room. Yeah. Huh. Septian calendar. 1075, erected in partnership with the liberal royal family, Septian Church and Roland City. 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. 97, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Okay, a little bit of history there. Yes, we can go into the clock tower. Mr. Paddington! Hmm? Now I know that voice from somewhere. Ho ho ho! Well, what have we got here? Cassius's naughty daughter and clever son, huh? It appears that we have reputations already. Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington? This place has become somewhat of a new home for me. I intend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock. Okay. I mean... sure, why not? There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. Alright, so this gives us a bit more of a view if we want it. We can't see any people from here. I guess maybe they don't render them for that. Oops. Ah, kids! Although for... Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Oh dear. I want to go... You're gonna have to catch me first. Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Okay, I don't know. Kids talking stuff. Got some steamy business in that sewer. Bullet landing port. Yeah, not a whole lot's going to happen in this episode, but we'll explore the city. Gransell City and Boss City? Bosse? Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Liberal orbital ship. Orbital ship, okay. Hello? A lot of people will leave from Roland today, and a lot of people will come. Which means a lot of chicks will pass through here. Score! Staring at these girls is one of my simple pleasures. You know what I mean, right, Joshua? Somehow I suspect that, sure. Alan, you never change a bit. Yeah, I suspect this isn't exactly the kind of thing that Joshua... doesn't strike me as the biggest womanizer. All this nonsense is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend. And Estelle is very much going to be playing the matchmaker to everybody, apparently. You wound me, Estelle. but it's because of this enjoyment that I feel that it's worth doing this job. It's a paradise! Ha 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 ha! This guy's a serious nut job. Okay. At least they give you a shorter version of the text if you talk to them again. I appreciate that. Some good design decisions in this game. Okay. Skip, huh? The scheduled flight from Grancel is about to arrive. You'd better start making landing guide preparations. I'd better. The next flight will be arriving from Bosse this afternoon. Okay, so yeah, he did have different information, but probably not terribly relevant information. I'm definitely going to look up if there's a run button between parts here. Should have done that. Should have done that in advance, but I just figured I would be able to find it. Shift doesn't work, by the way. Shoot, today of all days I slept in. I must have had one too many cold ones last night. Okay, I'd better hurry up with my pre-work inspections. It's time to get pumped! Yeah. Alright. Well, that's the landing port. So we've done the landing port, the Mayor's Manor. Alright. The Malga Trail. I think that's because we came from the south. So this will be the last area that we haven't explored. It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house on the South Avenue. Oh, alright. Okay, so we're not allowed to go this way yet. Which leaves us with the cafe? Abend Bar. Oh, literally a cafe. Yes, I've already made arrangements regarding the lumber. I'm looking into the septium right now. Okay. Summarizing the same box. Simon, listen to me and listen well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber and septium. Ignoring the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. My aim is to capitalize on the Queen's birthday celebration. I believe the prices of these goods will rise before and after the festival. It would be best to stock up on these commodities while they're cheap and then put them onto the market later. Okay. Same thing. Alright. Oh, somebody eating here. Eating quite intently. I get so hungry working in the mines. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua? It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Okay. I really hope the game doesn't actually end up pairing these two together, since they did kind of grow up together. Who knows how long that time skip was between the before and after the animation, the opening. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We're actually on our way to bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or goal and is working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different from everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route, that's all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for us all to go up and visit her sometime. So that's what Tio decided on, huh? Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, that is an unfortunate trope that you see within anime sometimes, where you have the... Like, they're not technically blood-related, so it's okay if they get together, but I don't see the game going that way. They seem to be looking out for each other more than having a romantic interest so far, so I really hope it doesn't end up going that way. I started working here because the owner said he let me manage the bar. After they started the morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything else. Okay, we can shop here. What can we buy? French fries, flowery soda? Okay, the astringency of herbs. That doesn't sound like the best thing to describe a soda with, but okay. Carmine eye. Okay, so +1 movement or cure poison or blindness. So we have some stuff here. Sell, convert, quit. We'll just quit. What's the other option? We can buy a wholesome pasta. Let's do it. Ate wholesome pasta. Now, that is one thing I do remember about this game, is that to learn recipes, you have to eat them, and I believe that places like this change the recipes from time to time. So basically, every time we see a new recipe, I'm just going to eat it. I want to collect all of them. Yo, Estelle and Joshua, aren't you a pair of early birds today? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Denzel. In response to the requests of my customers, I started offering breakfast. Today's special is wholesome pasta. It's superbly al dente. Al dente, the way pasta should be. Alright, I think we've talked to everybody on the ground floor. Let's see, yesterday's sales totaled... our breakfast service has been going really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with some good ideas. Alright. Nothing else to do in here. Yeah, no camera. Oh, new character. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Stella and Joshua. Do the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly, either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says that the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted, and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. The two valiant bracers who had each other's backs and attempted to escape from the crisis. Love could definitely grow between them from that point. This is so riveting. Okay. So I'm putting my money on this being a running joke about everybody else pairing these two together, but them never actually getting together. I think I'd be okay with that. It's a bit weird, but still. Unbelievable. My husband knocked over his bookshelves again. The room is now so dusty I can't go inside. Glory of the Kingdom, Compendium of Orbment Technology. Guide to the Roland Region, the Septian Church, and the Bracer Guild. I wonder where that book I just bought the other day went. It looks like I'm going to have to put these books in order. What do we have here? The Joy of Cooking Monsters. Did I really buy this? Can we have it? Sounds like something I would like to have. Alright. That boy. Where could Luke have gone? He took off without a bite of breakfast. I believe that was one of the two boys that were running around. In the main town. Oh yeah, and we can see their bunk bed there. Oh, they didn't even make the beds before running out. Tisk tisk. Alright. It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house in the South Avenue. Oh, alright. So I think that's everything? Wait. We haven't gone in here yet. So yeah, so that red building... Yes, that's the Bracer Guild. Oh, hello. I'm just on my way over to the Forest of Mistwold, to the south of here, for work. There was a merchant from Bosse who came here to buy the lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Okay. I mean, we could go to the guild, well, Melder's Orbal Factory. Alright. Hey, I'm still setting up shop. Ah, Estelle and Joshua, you seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that orbment light the other day. Speaking of orbment lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? You should get that replaced ASAP. Orbments sure are a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these orbment thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the skies. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Oh crap, there he goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you just learned to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya! It'd be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. You're probably right. Orbments are convenient, alright, but I get worried that you kids don't understand what it means to work hard. Hear me, Estelle? Joshua? Don't forget what it means to stand on your own 2 feet. Alright, so orbment appears to be like electricity, or like some sort of magical battery or something like that. Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Estelle, how are those orbments working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the orbment is good or bad, the problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you'd learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for sucking. There, no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to handle them better. That's right. I'm going to master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a racer, you'll have to learn how. Everyone has a bit of trouble getting the hang of battle orbments from the start. If you can get the hang of things, eventually you'll be able to handle them better, Estelle. Slot. Okay, so here's the orbment thing. Slot 6 can be opened. Insufficient sepith. Oh, I see. So on the left there, we have the... Yep, I remember. Okay. We got these sepith costs. So we need to... Let's see. The ones that can be opened currently need 30 each of... I guess those are the 4 elements. Earth, water, fire, and air, if I had to guess. Green for air, brown for earth. I guess that works. Yeah, so we need a bit of those. Okay, how about for Joshua? Also 30... Oh, his got expensive. Okay. Time quartz only. That's right. And we can buy quartz, defense. Okay, yeah, brown is earth, water, fire, wind, time. Black is... yeah, okay, black is time. We can increase our speed, agility, strength at the expense of defense, max HP, or defense. Okay. Not going to worry about any of that just yet. Right. Oh, that's smelters. Okay. Oh, character. The weather is so wonderful and revitalizing today. I have this strange feeling that something good is going to happen. Oh, nothing over there. Let's talk to you. Ah, that girl is so cute. Gotta be courageous and try to talk to her. Is this the good thing that she was hoping for? Also interesting that there's a ramp there, but I guess that kind of makes sense. My daddy's job is digging holes, and he finds lots of pretty rocks inside. He says they're called septium. Alright. My husband works in the Melga mine to the north of here. He left here at the crack of dawn. Sometimes he doesn't even come home for days on end. I hope he doesn't get burned out from working so much. I'm always worrying about that. Yeah, mining is a tough job. Especially in a fantasy RPG where monsters seem to be attracted to mines for whatever reason. Alright, and downstairs... Eurydice? Eurydice? Maybe I don't know where that came from. Anyway, let's see here. It looks like my husband's gone to work. I'd better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. Oh, that's right, we had to do some shopping too. Wait, have we not hit the general store yet? There might be another place I've forgotten about. Farming, mining, and timber. Those are the three major industries here in Roland. Well, those seem like good, honest professions to have. It's no exaggeration to say that these industries are what support Roland economically. The timber industry, which grows forests and in turn uses the trees as a resource, began at Queen Alicia's behest. No matter how abundant the woods, the forests are here, no matter how abundant the woods and forests are here in Roland, they're not limitless. Her Majesty the Queen has a good head on her shoulders and a real knack for business. Alright, I guess this came out in the time where all Japanese games had to have environmentally conscious messaging in them. It's kind of a funny trend that you can see from that time. This Fate. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Estelle and Joshua. How have you been? Good morning, Mr. Fate. Good morning, sir. How's your father Cassius? Is he doing well? Yep, he's doing so well it might even surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. Aha, is that so? My daughter's really wanted to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a while. Could you give him a message for me? Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the old days sometimes. Sure, I'll tell him. Hey, Joshua. How does Mr. Fate know Dad so well again? I know they're friends and all, but I've heard that they were battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, please let Father stop by again sometime. And, okay, no, that's just a ladder to the shelf. It's a really high shelf. You could probably have, you know, put it within arm's reach. I guess you have a couple of crates under it, but... Alright. So I think we're going to actually do the tutorial in the next part here, because this has gone on quite long. Oh yeah, so we still have these two buildings I skipped. Right, because we did everything else. Okay, we'll check out both of these, and then we'll do the Bracer Guild starting in the next episode. I think that's what we'll do. Right. Top of the morning to you, kids. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrained trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? It seems like just yesterday that Estelle was clinging all over Cassius, and now she's a bracer. Looks like I'm getting old. Okay, pile rod. Okay, so it says plus 7 strength, plus 1 range, but our range stat doesn't increase, so I guess that's the total as opposed to the specific bonus over on the right. Oh, we actually get to see both party members at once without... Okay, I actually quite like the interface here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like because she's got a staff, she has a little bit more range to her attacks. Be handy. Whereas Joshua is a little bit faster with his movement. Okay. And then other stats are whatever. Oh, that's a significant upgrade. There's also a significant cost increase. Prevents poison. Idios? Idios? Goddess? Emits pure white light to prevent blindness. I guess if blindness is darkness, then that makes sense, but light can be blinding as well. And stimulates a pressure point to prevent sleep. Okay, that's reasonable, I suppose. Alright. Oh, cash in Sepith. Okay, and I guess those are the rates there. So if you have Sepith at the bottom, we can sell them for extra Mura. Alright. Can we come down here? We can, but it doesn't do us any good. We got some swords, some staves, and... is that a whip? could be. No guns. We saw guns in the intro. Good morning, Stella. Oh my, well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Are you on your way to bracer training? Yeah, and just you watch. I'm gonna pass this exam and be as good of a bracer as Shara, too. You're darn right you are. I have faith in you. By the way, Estelle... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua's so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Come on, that was a long time ago. I don't do that anymore, right, Joshua? Now that you mention it, you did take off from home the other day with your hair all in a mess, right? It was only because it was an emergency. Mr. Renon got the newest Strega brand sneakers in on the other day. On that day, yeah, no, Strega brand would be a very different thing. I believe that would be the water demons from the universe of Thea. Estelle? Yes? Listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you're a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Alright, I'll be more careful from now on. Well, that's that. Now, how about the both of you get on over to the guild? Man, you just can't argue with her. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you are a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. Mentioning... Oh, okay, guns were on the outside. This is a cleaver, apparently. You know, mentioning that appearance is important, not just for the obvious, you know, dating type stuff that usually that kind of comment would be directed towards, but no, it does have an effect on how other people perceive you in a professional context as well. So if you're going to be somebody that, you know, people should be looking up to, then that's something to take into account, definitely. Good morning, Mr. Renon. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Ah, of course. Aha, you've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the newest Stregas aren't out yet. But if you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? It's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Oh, I was just going to pick it up now, but I guess that's not an option. So the two of you are going to be bracers, are you? I'm jealous. I wanted to be a bracer when I was a kid, too. You could probably say that every boy in Liberal wants to be a bracer at least once in their lives. Except that this one's a girl. Why do you have to make such a big deal out of things, Joshua? There are other female bracers like Shara, too. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Well, hang in there and study hard. When I get my copies of the Liberal News in, I'll set one aside for you. Okay. Oh boy. Healing, cures, poison, seal, and blind. Cures KO, okay. Insulating tape, cures mute. Oh, I guess the orbments cast spells, so that's why tape, you fix the orbment, which is like some sort of mechanical device. Okay. EP charge, an orbital energy-filled capsule. Okay, I guess that, yeah, energy points, or whatever. Okay, freshly drawn milk delivered daily from the farm. Bolent's local brand is said to be especially tasty. Newly laid eggs from free-range chickens, a basic ingredient essential for cooking. Okay, we've got all sorts of cooking thing here. Neither bread nor pasta can be made without it. Mouth-watering cut of meat. Well, it's expensive. It better be mouth-watering. Tender and marbled with fat. Great in dishes from stew to steak. Flaky potato. Not the best description for a potato, I would think, but maybe. Small, succulent. Flaky and succulent. Okay. Great in boiled food, since it keeps its firmness. Flaky and firm. I don't get the flaky. Crisp onion. A large onion with a nice crunchy texture. With almost no acre taste, it can be eaten like an apple. That would be a pretty sweet onion if it could be eaten like an apple. A sweet carrot, great for cooking. The dirt is used to keep it fresh. Yes. It's funny, actually, living here in Korea, I've noticed that the supermarkets often will have dirt on all their vegetables still. And it is for that reason. Maple sugar. A natural sweetener made from boiled down tree sap. Its faint aroma can be used as an accent for foods. Okay, coarsely ground, yeah, rich in minerals. Olive oil. Olives taken from the olives of a tree laden with fruit. Essential to give that special touch to dishes. And fresh herb. A fresh herb. A sweet herb with a pleasant fragrance. Its use varies from tea to even ridding meats of odors. Right, if your meat is rotten, you can just season it enough and nobody will know. Okay. And you. Bloom, okay. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time to water my lovely flowers. Okay. Little balcony. Okay. Wow, okay, that took quite a long time. But that is the kind of thing I'm going to be doing. Talking to everybody, getting all of the lore that we can, reading all of the descriptions on things. But that's going to be it. And in the next part, I will be going into the Bracer Guild and actually doing the tutorial. And things should pick up quite a bit from there, I imagine. Usually that's the way that it is with these things, because you get massive amounts of text when you get to a town for the first time, and then everything settles down. But anyway, yeah, tutorial next time. I will see you then.